Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that feels a little counterintuitive in our fast-paced world. Something we often overlook in our rush to get to the finish line. It's the simple, profound act of practicing patience and closely observing the process of growth. We live in an age of instant gratification. We want next-day delivery, instant downloads, and immediate results. We plant a seed and expect to see a flower bloom by morning. We start a new project and get frustrated when we're not an expert in a week. This constant pressure to speed things up can be exhausting, and honestly, it robs us of one of life's greatest joys, witnessing the journey. Think about a tiny seed. When you plant it, you don't see anything happening on the surface for days, sometimes weeks. It's easy to think nothing is going on, that you failed. But underground, a miracle is unfolding. A complex network of roots is spreading out, anchoring the plant, searching for water and nutrients. This invisible foundational work is absolutely critical. Without this patient, unseen effort, there would be no sprout, no stem, no leaves, and certainly no fruit. Our own lives are so similar. Whether you're learning a new skill, building a business, getting in shape, or nurturing a relationship, there's always an initial period that feels slow and unproductive. This is your underground phase. You're building your foundation, developing habits, and gathering the strength you'll need for what comes next. It's not a waste of time. It's the most important time, but how do we get better at being patient? The key is to shift our focus from the final destination to the daily process. Instead of obsessing over the mountain peak, start paying attention to each step you take. This is where close observation comes in. When you start to truly watch the process, you notice the small things. In the garden, you might see the first tiny green shoot pushing through the soil. You'll notice how the leaves unfurl and turn towards the sun. You'll see the subtle changes in color and texture each day. These small victories are incredibly motivating. They are tangible proof that your efforts are paying off, that progress is happening, even if it's slow. Let's apply this to learning an instrument. In the beginning, it's just clumsy fingerings and sour notes. It's frustrating. But if you observe closely, you'll notice that after a week, your fingers find the strings a little faster. After a month, that one chord you struggled with suddenly sounds clear. These aren't giant leaps, but they are evidence of growth. By celebrating these tiny milestones, you build the momentum and the resilience to keep going when things get tough. This practice of patient observation also teaches us to be more adaptable. When you're watching a plant closely, you notice if its leaves are turning yellow, which might mean it needs more or less water. You see if pests are appearing and can intervene early. You learn to respond to its needs. In our own lives, close observation allows us to self-correct. If you're feeling burnout, maybe you notice you've been skipping your breaks. If a project isn't moving forward, maybe you observe that a particular strategy isn't working and it's time to pivot. Patience isn't about passively waiting. It's about actively watching and responding with wisdom. It's an engaged, dynamic state of being. We often get so caught up in comparing our journey to someone else's. We see their highlight reel on social media, their fully bloomed flower, and we forget about their own quiet, unseen period of root building. This comparison is the enemy of patience. Your journey is unique. Your timeline is your own. The only process you need to observe closely is yours. Growth is almost never a straight line. It's a series of starts and stops, of forward movement and occasional steps back. There will be seasons of rapid expansion and seasons of quiet rest. Just like a plant in winter, a period of dormancy isn't a sign of failure. It's a necessary part of the cycle, a time for conserving energy before the next burst of growth in the spring. Learning to trust this natural rhythm is the essence of patience. So here's a little challenge for you. Pick one area of your life where you're feeling impatient. It could be a personal goal, a project, or even just a houseplant you're trying to keep alive. For the next week, commit to observing it closely for just 5 minutes a day. Don't try to force anything, just watch. Notice the small changes, write them down if it helps. See what happens when you shift your focus from "is it done yet?" to "what's happening right now?" You might find that your frustration melts away and is replaced by a sense of curiosity and wonder. You might rediscover the joy in the journey itself, not just the destination. You'll begin to appreciate the intricate, beautiful, and sometimes slow dance of growth. This mindset shift is powerful. It can transform anxiety into calm and frustration into fascination. It allows you to be present and find fulfillment in the here and now, rather than constantly chasing a future that hasn't arrived. Embrace the slow, steady, and beautiful process of becoming. Trust that great things are happening, even when you can't see them. Be patient with yourself, be observant, and watch as you grow into something wonderful. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this gives you a new perspective on your own journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care.